We get underway here at the Western Oval in a record-breaking game for Collingwood's Tony Shaw. Grigich starting in the ruck with Wine not taking his place. Russell gets the first kick of the game. It beats Williams. Buckley quickly onto it. Gets the hand pass away. A high one for Williams. He's buried. Liberatore, who finished the game on the bench last week. Back he goes to a first game of Brad Johnson. Goes wide. Beveridge. Gets it away from James. Luke Beveridge. He'll take a free kick and will have to come back to take it.
It's surprising to see Dougie Hawkins start in the middle of the ground. So perhaps he has an on-ball role, and it looks like he's going over to pick up Tony Shaw.
Beveridge goes in short. Not too bad. Hawkins has taken the mark, but a free kick is going to Footscray. Behind that was Steve Collingwood, who was being held by his opponent, and the football with Collingwood. Short kick by that player. Mark taken well by Simon Atkins. And you would think that Atkins was within scoring distance. He's about 40 metres out on a slight angle. And the Bulldogs have started well. Atkins, who took a long time to get back his place in the Footscray side. Shot for goal. And it does hold up in the breeze and hits that right-hand goalpost. So the first score is a behind. Kick by Simon Atkins for Footscray.
Gary Pert to kick in. What a treat we're in for today with Doug Hawkins and Tony Shaw, the match up in the middle. Hawke broke the club record last week, and sure he's doing it today. The kick is good, just reaches Russell, and he marks close to the ground. He followed up Gary Pert. Great play by Collingwood. Kick by Pert to centre wing. Ball knocked out towards the boundary line. Monkhorst went past it. Grigich, left hand with the glove. Johnson again for his second kick. Not bad either. Atkins should have taken the mark. Grabbed by Watson. Rides the bump. Watson round the corner. Williams in front. Juggles it. Can't mark. Russell been prominent early. 3 kicks. Knocked away from Aaron James. He gets it back from McCartney. James balking. Puts it on the right boot. Inside the 50 for Rocker. Oh, good mark by Croft.
Well done by Croft. And he runs down the ground and kicks it towards centre-half forward. Kelly up high, couldn't take the mark. Taken by Beveridge. Now Atkins for Footscray. Off that left foot. Kicks towards full forward. Back there is Grant. Getting back for Collingwood is Hassel. Hassel from the goal square. Clears for the Magpies. And Monkhorst takes the mark in the right back pocket area. Short kick finds Watson. And Collingwood out of trouble temporarily. The ball about 90 metres from the Footscray goal. Watson's kick in towards the centre, looking for McGuan. It went too far for that player. Gathered by Scott West, but that kick falls in short. The mark taken by Brett James. In turn, he goes wide to Kelly. Kelly, Buckley. Buckley, his fellow ex-South Australian, off the left foot, into the pocket. Big Severio Rocker can't control that. And it goes over for a boundary throw-in. Terrific crowd in magnificent conditions here at the Western Oval to witness a special day for Tony Shaw and the Collingwood Football Club.
Yeah, should never get a better day than this at the Western Oval. Clean possession taken by Aaron James. Now he's lost it. Cameron. Through half-back he goes. Well, he's taken it across the half-back line. Short pass to centre wing. Oh, great mark. I was looking for it to reach Osborne, but it's taken by Johnson, who hasn't he made a start? Brad Johnson, an 18-year-old from the Western Jets. His third kick in his debut game. Monkhorst can't take the mark. Tony Shaw at the foot of the pack. Francis. Across the ground he goes. Krasiska takes the mark. Sweeps the hand pass. Watson. Closed down by Atkins. Kick by Watson. Gets to the back of the pack. Chance here for Williams. Costa to Hawkins. He concedes some ground. Back to Hunter.
Hunter's kick across his left shoulder. Gets good distance. It's a wobbly one. And been marked quite safely by Tony Francis. And the two diminutive rovers there for the respective teams, Francis and Liberatore. Good kick by Francis. Excellent lead by Rocker. And it's hit Severio Rocker on the chest about 35, maybe 40 metres out. Pretty well straight in front.
And that's a sort of class act that you'd expect from a player of Tony Francis's ability. He has started the game well. Obviously, it'd be a big battle between him and Liberatore. But also an interesting move having Croft at full-back on Saverio Rocker, leaving Stanfield to take centre-half forward for Footscray. Croft was named there, and a bit of a surprise to me to see him line up at full-back.
Well, here goes Rocker for Collingwood's first goal. Good kick. Very well judged a goal. Slight breeze blowing from right to left there for Saverio Rocker, but he judged it beautifully and has kicked his first and Collingwood's first goal.
Of course, a lot has been said in the press this week about the Collingwood injury scenario, and it wouldn't surprise if Collingwood came up with a surprise victory, one would suspect. Out at the Western Oval, they're certainly not favourites here today, but it's a do-or-die battle for both clubs.
Collingwood's won the last 6 matches against Footscray. Grigic wins a big hit out of the middle. Watson for Collingwood already at half-back. Round the corner to centre wing. Charging straight at him. And doing well was Costa. Helped out of bounds by Osborne. And we'll have a throw in at centre wing. Scott Wind. A late withdrawal for Footscray. Ilya Grigic in the ruck against Monkhorst, the 2 number 1s. Hawkins came over the back. West goes back to Hawkins. Good vision by him to Hunter. Different role for him this time, Hunter. Over centre wing. A punch by Brett James. Fraser. James again. Well done by James, the ex-South Australian. Williams in a tight corner. Outside of his boot by Hunter, but a kick in danger.
Fair decision. Well, if he's prepared to put his hands there and the other player's prepared to put his boot there, surely it's kick in danger. Buckley's kick to centre-half forward. We'll go on with that, Gerard, later. Liberatore dragged to the ground. Good tackle. Collingwood fierce at the football. Chance for Mickey McGuan, but by golly, that was a great tackle. Applied. Couldn't quite pick it up, but great tackle by the Footscray player. Now they clear it through Hunter. It may have been Crediute that applied that brilliant tackle, and that kick, clearing kick by Hunter, goes over for a boundary throw-in.
And let's have a look at this now, Robbo. I think the rule now states that the kick should be penalised if it in fact appears to be at risk of causing injury, and I didn't see any injury possible in that circumstance.
Fair enough. Well, Collingwood take the ball away from that throw-in, and it's Russell that puts them into attack, and the mark is taken by McCartney.
Tony Shaw goes back for his second possession in the movement. The record breaker today. The kick to centre-half forward. Big climb down there by Rocker. No mark taken. Ball hits the deck. Chance for Williams on the 50. Paul Williams is quick. The hand pass is good. Rocker didn't take it at first touch. Grabbed by his opponent, Croft. Across the half-back line. Danny Southern leads the race. He's met by McCartney. Well done by McCartney. Now he goes for the boundary line. And if he'd conceded possession to Southern, it could have been dangerous.
Collingwood have kicked a goal. Footscray have kicked a point. Boundary throw-in, left half forward for Collingwood. Grigic doing the ruck work, but it goes to the back where Shaw nearly took possession. It missed Scotty West, but he was able to recover and throw his left foot onto it. Up towards centre wing. A very awkward bounce for Krasiska and Stanfield. Krasiska plays the percentages. The ball is out of bounds in front of that very, very famous little grandstand out there on the outer wing. The Collingwood fans here, been there hundreds and hundreds to watch Tony Shaw, and I'm sure they'll be hoping for a Collingwood victory. Atkins gets the ball to Cameron. Cameron kicks it across his left shoulder towards half forward. Stanfield's contest was good, but James is there. Hassel, 2 of the youngsters. Krasiska, one of the veterans. Tony Shaw fumbles. Very critical. Osborne's run him down, but unfairly. And the umpire quick to award the free kick to the Collingwood games record holder. Off to McGuan. McGuan to put the Magpies into attack.
Long kick to the 50. McCartney caught at the back. Crediute hands to it. McCartney the hand pass to Williams. Well played by Paul Williams. Little left footer. That wasn't great. Grabbed by Hunter. Playing on Buckley. Kick by Hunter to centre wing. Here's Johnson again. He's been prominent. 4 kicks already in the first 9 minutes of his league career. Krasiska. And he'd be happy with that one going out of bounds.
Just a few other matchups, Drew. Shane Watson's picking up Atkins. Mick McGuan, should be a good battle on Leon Cameron. Cameron, of course, has been in pretty good form. Krasiska's picking up Osborne, and Hassel's got the dangerous Collingwood, who really has resurrected his career.
Ball bashed clear of that congestion for Scotty West to kick it forward. Underneath there is Chris Grant trying to crash his way through as Brett James, and Scott West is going to get a free kick. It's against James for holding the ball.
Yes, Brett James.
Carey.
Brett James normally plays up in the forward pocket, but is in a back pocket today, picking up Luke Beveridge, who was a pretty good performer in last week's victory over Geelong.
So Scott West would certainly be a chance to kick a goal from this position for Footscray. He's about just over 40 metres, probably kicked from 45. Actually, he's kicked from 50. Right under the goal line, it's helped over by the Collingwood defence for a rush behind to the Bulldogs.
And Footscray making a change. Doug Hawkins has gone into a back pocket. He's picking up Trent Hutton, and Steve Wallace, ex-captain of Footscray's, moving forward, and he'll pick up Tony Shaw.
So Hawkins lasted on Shaw for only 10 minutes, and Shaw he had 4 possessions. It comes to Collingwood. The kick to Grant. Oh, he's gone on with it and they've lost it. Krasiska. Well, it should have been a set shot for a goal from about 45 metres. Cameron has to start it all over again. Long kick. Beveridge from behind Monkhorst. That was David and Goliath. Krasiska. His left footer. Over half back towards centre wing. Whistle's gone. It's got an advantage played. It was going to be a Collingwood free. And now it goes to McGuan. He's forward of centre wing. Up towards the 50. Bad kick though. And Krediuk marks.
Krediuk runs away from half-back and kicks it out towards the wing. It's gone a little bit too far, I think, for Scott West, and it's out of bounds on the full. So the Bulldogs wasting that chance, and the free kick will go to Scott Russell. Russell kicks Collingwood up near the 50-metre line. Well, terrific mark by Rocker. Just crashed his way into that and took it strongly on the 50-metre line. If he can get onto this kick, he'd nearly goal. Gives it a bit of a roost, just off to the left, and scores it behind. 1-1 to Severio Rocker, and that's the Collingwood score. Footscray have kicked 2 behinds. Simon Atkins, and a rush behind for their total. Croft it is with the football.
Fair distance with his kick. Grigic in front, can't drag down the mark. Tap forward by Southern, but straight to McGuan. McGuan's kick, short of the goal square. Rocker camped underneath it. Oh, at the back, Hawkins. But he pushed out. Free kick right in front.
50 metres.
And a 50-metre penalty against the Hawk, who played on with it. In the umpire's opinion, the Hawk knew which way the kick was going. Sometimes in that situation, you're not surely the player can't be absolutely sure. But now Rocker will be kicking from point-blank range. His second goal. Can you make a case for the Hawk there, Jerry?
Oh, very slender, I think. I think Slater and Gordon would have their work cut out. But Sav Rocker has started the game well. He's hit the packs. He hasn't been doing all that well this season. But he's crashing into some packs and creating some ball for the players at his feet. And he's also kicked a couple of goals. So what better start you couldn't imagine. And Lee Matthews, I'm sure, is very pleased with the way the Collingwood as a side has attacked this game in its early stages.
And I don't even think the Gal Valley organisation could have helped Dougie Hawkins there, Drew. Guilty, Your Honour.
As charged.
2-1 to 2 behind. So Collingwood off to a healthy start. Ruck contest, Monkhorst. Liberatore forces the ball forward for the Bulldogs. Up towards half forward. Good contest between Collingwood and Hassel. Picked up by Beveridge. His kick is not bad. Up towards full forward. Brilliant Grant. Goal to Collingwood. Terrific football by, in particular, the brilliant forward Chris Grant, but the goal coming from Collingwood.
And you called it beautifully, Robbo. It was a terrific tap on. Good running from Collingwood there, who was involved in the first contest just inside the 50, but then did enough to get down and lend some support to Chris Grant, who needed someone to be there. He executed it beautifully and a goal resulted.
14 minutes it took Footscray to get their first goal. The umpire will ball it up again near the centre. Rocker has 2 and Collingwood 1. The goal scorers in the match. Moncor straight to Francis. Well done by the little rover in a tight situation. Mark dropped by Costa. Williams helped on by Fraser. Buckley, he's got McGuan. Mick McGuan on the 50. A special from Mickey. He aims it right and it stays right behind. Can't give you a special for that one.
Now, perhaps another handball could have been shot over to Trent Houghton. Mick McGuan drew his opponent.
Hawkins kicks in to the advantage of Cameron. In a little bit of trouble, Leon Cameron, but he's exceptionally quick. Left foot kick out towards the wing. Kelly came crashing through. Didn't take the football with him. Footscray hold it up. Stanfield appealing. Steve Wallace diving in on the football. And underneath that, how many times have we said it? Tony Shaw.
And already Leon Cameron has amassed 7 possessions. Mick McGuan's had 4. Both players playing a little bit wide of each other.
Ruck contest where both players are struggling with each other, and the umpire finds a free kick to Grigic. His drop punt kick gets good distance, but an excellent mark taken by Kelly. Watson, Kelly, over the top now. Brett James. Francis in a bit of trouble, but he's got the pace to get out of trouble. Onto that left foot, kicks it down the wing in towards half forward, approaching that position, and Nathan Buckley couldn't take the mark. He's disappointed with himself. Very wound up young man, Nathan Buckley. Loves to perform at the best of his ability whenever he plays football.
And a big job for Jason McCartney for Collingwood, back into the senior side, playing at centre half forward, which has been their Achilles heel for a couple of seasons.
Hunter's kick, a high floater. Beveridge swamped. 5 kicks for Hunter. He doesn't handball too much, gets plenty of kicks. Knocked forward by West. Back by Buckley to Russell. High ball to centre half forward. Here's McCartney. Oh, terrific mark in front of the pack. Dragged down by Credihook, who was the man who stopped Ablett last week. Credihook to the centre of the ground. Atkins, a clever mark. Simon Atkins towards the 50. Osborne the only chance.
Got to knock it out.
Yes, it's holding the ball. Footscray free. Krasiska the man coming up with the red face.
It is embarrassing because I'm sure that the players' endeavours are there, but sometimes the ball can be trapped underneath. And it's a fairly severe penalty because Osborne could nearly kick a goal from here.
Well, last week he was about 10 metres further out and he kicked it through at post height.
Well, he is a big kick. He did go to America to try out for that sort of caper. And this is an exceptional kick. It's a goal. Richard Osborne kicks his first goal. Footscray get their second and scores a level with just under 7 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yes, and the game's being played at a frenetic pace here, Robbo. Both sides really going hard at the ball. Let's just have a look at this incident. There wasn't much of a genuine attempt, I didn't think, from Krasiska to knock that ball out.
It's a tough caper, though, isn't it? He gets it tucked between his legs.
Scores level here at the Western Oval. Just under 7 minutes to quarter time. Scott Russell doesn't clear the centre square yet. There's Johnson, dragged down this time. McGuan, a lightning hand pass. Fraser sides one through. McCartney, he sees a man left. It's Buckley, he should go. Well, he's missed it from about 20 metres out.
Yes, well, we've come to expect him to just put them down in the book as a goal. A very good finisher, Nathan Buckley. And well done to Jason McCartney, who did well to set him up.
Hawkins kicking short. Credihook drops the mark, but he's a little fortunate. He gets the free kick against Aaron James, the man standing on the mark for the Magpies. Credihook goes long. Gets out near the wing. Monkhorst out there, couldn't take it. Picked up by West. Scotty West kick in towards half forward. No mark taken there by Krasiska, but brilliantly controlled by Kelly. Kelly's short kick is good. McGuan, ever creative, kicks it out in front. Rocker's made position, taps it to his own advantage, but on the 50-metre line, Costa gets in to help out the defence. Breaks the tackle. Kim Costa did such a great job on Gary Hocking last week. Kicks out towards the wing, and nearly the mark taken by Kelly. Watson pats the ball in front of himself. Asked to go after it again by his teammate McGuan. In comes Hassel. Hassel's kick is centimetre perfect, Williams was only a half a metre inside the boundary line. Williams kick, tries to give it to the advantage of Rocker, and Rocker has hit the post. You wouldn't believe it. 2 goals, 2 to big Severio Rocker, 2 for the Magpies, 2-2 the Bulldogs. And we've got 5.5 minutes left.
And another miss that should have gone down as a goal for Collingwood, but the signs are there that they're attacking the ball with confidence and as a team, and Lee Matthews, I'm sure, would be very pleased with the way it's going at the moment.
Neither ruckman can take the mark. Steve Wallace grabs it. He's now the man on Tony Shaw. Kelly low to the ground. Socket off the ground up short of half forward. Footscray doing things well. James, Brett James, goes to ground. Francis just beats the tackle. Floats one to Buckley. Kick by Buckley to centre half forward. Williams is there with Costa. It gets to the back of the pack. Chance for Williams. Oh, Kim Costa, a very good player in his first season in the AFL. Southern to Johnson. Has he had a great debut? Cameron. Kick by Leon Cameron. Half volley. Awkward for Collingwood. Cameron kept going. And the ball goes out of play at half forward. Great persistence there by Leon Cameron. The Pies lead by 2 points. They should be further in front.
The boundary throw in between wing and left half forward, favouring Footscray. Monkhorst in front, but over the top went Steve Wallace. Kick forward by Cameron, his 10th possession already. Taken by Gary Pert, dragged to the ground by Beveridge. No free kick, umpire will bounce 45 metres from the Footscray goal. Collingwood by 2 points. Severio Rocker has kicked 2, 1 each to Collingwood and Osborne for Footscray. Now what's happening here? The umpire, Keith Callaghan, having a chat there to Tony Shaw. How unusual.
You wouldn't win a chat with Shorey, would you?
He's had a few words over the years. Ruck contest, Monkhorst gets his fist to it. Oh, that's over the shoulder. Watson on Liberatore, nothing happening. So the umpire will bounce again. He probably wasn't in a great position to see that, the umpire.
No, so often the umpires taking a central position have their vision blocked, and certainly it must have happened on that occasion.
Well, Grigich got his right hand to it, tapped it down to Watson. He couldn't control it. Oh, gee, that's a bit stiff. That's surely a free kick this time. That's Stanfield, and he's well within scoring distance. Little too severe, the tackle there on Barry Stanfield.
Tony Shaw.
Tony Shaw, the culprit.
So Hawkins has given away a free which cost a goal. At the other end, Shaw might reciprocate.
And Mick McGuan is body to body with Leon Cameron, standing on his toes, I'm sure as a response to a directive from the bench.
Stanfield from 40 metres. Pretty good kick. Just comes back enough to goal. So Bulldogs 3-2 lead. Collingwood 2-4. 3 minutes left in the first term.
And that's the first touch for Barry Stanfield. Craig Kelly's been quite good at centre-half back in the early part of the game for Collingwood. With his opponent, Barry Stanfield, bobs up with a free kick. I thought a little bit fortunate, although it obviously was there. He did the right thing by goaling.
Back in the middle where Monkhorst wins down to McGuan. The kick smothered. Wallace can't get it out of the centre circle. We'll have another ball up.
Well, I'll be blowed if you need gloves today, but Ilya Grigic loves wearing them.
They used to bat in test matches without gloves once. Atkins. Dropped by Kelly. Stanfield. Russell taps for Buckley. Gets a lead from McCartney. Goes shorter. And the mark taken here by Aaron James. Playing his 3rd game. Cretiok his opponent. Kick by James. No great distance. Hawkins well placed. Was that a mark? No. Rocker using his body well. McGuan might have been grabbed off it when he didn't have it. Francis bursts through the pack. Tony Francis, 49 metres out. Hooks the kick. It doesn't cross the line. Kept in by Croft. To the outer side. Grigich with Shaw, another mismatch. You wouldn't count Tony Shaw out of it, though. West does well to Wallace, and West will take a free kick.
Yes, well done by Scott West. Learning with every game of AFL football that he plays. Just a youngster. His kick goes past the wing. No contest there. Stanfield got his big hands wrapped around the footy and has taken the mark. Barry Stanfield, the third goal kicker for Footscray. He's kicking towards centre-half forward. Collingwood, no at the back. Grant plays on quickly. Beveridge a chance from outside 50. Well, if this kick sits, which it will not, much to the disdain of Gerard Healy. No vision there?
No vision at all. Beveridge should have just popped that over to Richard Osborne. In fact, there was another Footscray player on the other side of the ground running forward also. There was a lay down there and a goal wasted.
And here goes the runner, so let's see who he goes to. Maybe it could be Luke Beveridge. Watson can't get out of that tackle from Beveridge. Francis over the top. And the runner is going out to Big Ilya Grigic. Umpire will bounce about 30 metres from the Footscray goal.
Bulldogs leading by 4 points. Under a minute to quarter time. Monkhorst wins. Beveridge to atone. Regains his footing. Little kick out in the pocket. Atkins belted down. Might have taken a free. Pert charged hard at it. Then dropped it red hot. Stanfield goes up the ground. And now again. Gets his second in a couple of minutes.
And that's why playing in defence is such a difficult task, because you can be on top for 20 minutes out of 25. With only 38 seconds of the quarter, you'd say Craig Kelly has done pretty well at centre-half back, but within the space of 2 minutes, his opponent's bobbed up with 2 goals, and I guess you'd have to say has the honours at quarter time.
So the bounce back in the centre. Monkhorst and Grigic having a great battle. Umpire's found a free kick. It may go to Liberatore. It will. Francis looking questioningly at the umpire, but it's Liberatore's ball. The kick in towards half forward. Stanfield up high, couldn't take the mark. The ball spills now for Tony Shaw. Shaw's kick in towards the centre, and the mark is taken by James. I like the look of this young man. That kick touched off the boot. Awkward back there for Hawkins. He's got a little bit of time to recover, then gets the handball to Croft. Croft in turn goes to West. West having his 6th kick, 7th kick and 1 handball, and finds Wallace near the centre of the ground. Wallace hooks his kick, looking out here on the wing for young Johnson, but the siren sounds to end an entertaining first term that sees at quarter time Footscray 10 points in front there, 4-2. Collingwood at 2-4.